Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now. And we are once again 169 subscribers away from the new goal of our channel, which is 1.3k mark. So if you're new, please smash that subscribe button. And I would like to wish all of you a very happy new year, a happy and prosperous 2023. Hopefully we shall flourish and grow together, and I hope nothing but love and peace for everyone who's watching this video. So then let's get to the action, but before that, one small update. The lists are still being compiled, the lists of the top films, that I had watched throughout the year are still being compiled. One of the reasons for the delay is that probably I'd watched a little more than some of the other maybe other creators may have, and so it's taking a little that much longer time to just to compile the list. And I'm doing it language wise as well, so the lists are going to be the top films from each language and not just one list of all films. I think that would be a little easy way out. I want to cover a large section of the films that I have loved of 2022, and I understand the importance of every language. And so I'm going to be providing a top list for every language as well. So then that is taking time. The video will positively come out tomorrow, fingers crossed. But then until then, I happened to watch one Telugu film, yesterday. The Telugu film was hit the second case, and that was one film that I was really waiting for, considering that it had Adivi Sesh in the lead. Adivi Sesh, if you do not know, had also, acted in a film called Major, the video of which I've made on my channel. So please go check that out. I'd absolutely love that film. Now, one of the things about this franchise hit the first case, that was the first film in the franchise. I had watched it during the lockdown and I had absolutely loved it. And I also like the idea of creating a universe around it. Nowadays there is a fashion, there's a trend of creating universe, and I would like that idea not to be overdone. However, here, I like the addition of Adivi Sesh in the lead, along with Vishwak Sen and later Nani in the third part. I think this is, slowly spiraling into being something nice. Now, I'd absolutely love the Telugu one, but not so much the Hindi one. One of the reasons for the Hindi one was that, the supporting cast was just pulling the film down for me. I did not like that. I have done a detailed comparative analysis of the Hindi first case, hit first case, and Hindi and Telugu hit first case on my channel as well. Go check out that video as well. And so, here, one thing that I had hopes from is that the director was same, Sailesh Kulanaru. I think he's the same director, and so I think this was a space that he was aware of, and so I think that is something that I was really looking forward to, that how this franchise would shape up, in the second part. So then his hit the second case worth your time? Let's find out. So hit the second case. In case you're wondering whether you need to watch the first part or not, the answer is no. This can be watched individually. There's a very small link that is, linked to the first part that is there. Even if you haven't watched the first part, you can easily watch the second part independently. I mean, there's no major connection here, so that is straight out. So the story here follows another serial killer who's on the loose, and it is up to the ACP, KD. His name is KD, the investigating cop, which is essayed by Adivi Sesh, who is at the helm of the investigation. He needs to track down the murderer. So this is a whodunit, and I happen to love my whodunits. All of us do, and it just helps ticking your mind. So the story here is nothing novel, nothing that I haven't watched before, nothing that you haven't watched before, but it is very fast paced, one event to another, it just leads to that, and I think that is what keeps the viewers on their toes. The screenplay is exactly that, standing at just about 124 minutes. This film absolutely, takes you on a roller coaster ride. There's no respite, and it moves at a breakneck pace. Absolutely, so you need to be attentive throughout the film. The one thing that I did not like about the drama comes very early on in the drama. You know, the prelude, the first 30 minutes, I think it provided too much information, and that was something that, you know, could have been kept under wraps, some of it, so that it would have meant for a layered screenplay at the end. I think there was little too much information, and I kind of could guess the motive behind the ultimate the thing that is going on, although I was still interested in how the case would be linked to that. I mean, that was something that was not laid out early on, but yeah, the motive was pretty much clear as to where this film was headed. I will not spoil it further. But there's also a romantic track involving the protagonist. I just felt it's a little overdone. They could have, snipped that out a little as well. I wouldn't say it was entirely not required. It is some vital cog is there. I wouldn't reveal too much of the details, but yeah, there was some details that is there in the case. That could have still be trimmed out. I feel that they could have got on to the case something like they did in the first case, the Telugu one. I think they got into the action very quickly. It was a layered screenplay, it was fast, and it kept you on your toes. Which is not to say this doesn't. This, once it gets to that first murder that is there, the film takes off. It just switches gears, and the film becomes engaging and, engrossing from that point. I mean, it was absolutely incredible to see so many twists and turns that were there in the screenplay. Here, I would like to say that the mystery element is not very strong. However, you will still find yourself glued to your seats because the proceedings are so exciting, and with the twists and turns that are there, I think that formulates a very nicely penned screenplay, especially in the second hour when the writers need to be given credit here, because there are many subplots and all of the subplots are nicely, linked to the main plot. And I think even the level of detailing was also very well done. Like in the first the first case, the level of detailing here was also very well done. I was kind of dampened by the revelation of the murderer. I mean, not so much the murderer, but the revelation, the way they revealed the murderer. And I think that could have been done a little better, but the events following that, I think, were led to a satisfactory end. And also there is a not an extended, but there's a hint of the third case. They've dropped a hint of the third case as well, which features Nani, and that is what made me excited for this franchise also. And I think that's just summed up the screenplay, which was entertaining, engrossing, and really fast paced and filled with twists and turns. So I happen to really enjoy the screenplay here. Coming to the technical aspects, I felt the dialogues, they are quite well written. They do not go overboard like we see in some of the other massy investigative thrillers. Here it's pretty much, within the boundaries, within the boundary where it should be. The music here is decent, although one song I felt was, it just kind of it stalled the break on the drama very early on in the film. But yeah, it did. It wasn't required as per it's a part of that romantic angle that I was talking about, the extension. Yeah, it's pretty much that. The BGM is outstanding here. I mean, some of the thrilling moments are captured brilliantly in the with the BGM. It is phenomenal here, absolutely phenomenal here. The cinematography captures the scenes of gore very well. I mean, that was something that was really well done. Much has been said about the editing. I happen to have a fault in the editing in the first part of both the Hindi and the Telugu films, because there was no build up. The moment there's something, they've just kept that aside and moved on to another event in the film. I think that was an editing flaw as per me. Here, though, the editing is much better. Here, audiences are allowed to settle into the drama slightly more than the first part. It's not perfect, but yeah, it is still an improvement from the first part. So I think that is well done. Director Sailesh, I think he's done a phenomenal job here once again. He understands the pulse of the audience, and therefore, he just happens to serve them such a fast-paced thriller with so many twists and turns. I think I absolutely enjoyed his direction. It was very well done here. Coming to the performances, I felt the performances, they all of them have done a very good job. However, I had a problem with the casting of the culprit here. He or she, whoever it is, I think I had a problem with that. Which is not to say that he or she, that person did a bad job. That he or she was very well. That person did a very good job in the film, but it was owing to the known face that made the way of elimination easier, which was not the case in the first part. So, way of eliminating, I could guess that he or she, whoever the culprit was, might be the main culprit, and it turned out exactly that, and the motive was pretty much clear. So I felt that could have been a little smarter, but then other than that, the performances are outstanding here. Komli Prasad, I really enjoyed. She has a good screen presence. Meenakshi also looks very pretty, does a pretty good job. But Adivi Sesh, I mean, what should I say? Adivi Sesh is outstanding. He has a phenomenal screen presence and he does an outstanding job here. It's something about Adivi Sesh and the thrillers that he does, whether it's Gudachari or Shanam or even Major. His presence is such that, it gives you an adrenaline rush, and he does an outstanding job. Yeah, I was very impressed here. Nani definitely has set the ball ringing in the third part when the hint is being dropped, and I'm absolutely sure he's going to kill it this year. The introduction of his character was so good, and I really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to Hit 3 as well. So, overall, Hit the second case is a fast paced whodunit. Mystery may not be as strong as the first part, but it really, I had a fun watch, in the theater. It was a fun watch, and it really entertained me. So if you haven't watched it, do watch it and let me know your thoughts. If you've already watched it, let me know what did you make of the film. And an interesting part is that I was talking to Ajit, who is one of my friends, and he's also a part of our Digi family, and he said that uh, the Hindi version is going to also turn out a hit second case. So who would be the actors, in the role of Adivi Sesh and Nani? And the first names that came to my mind were Ajay Devgan and Siddharth Malhotra. For the Siddharth Malhotra for the role of Adivi Sesh, and Ajay Devgan for Nani. It's just the first thought that came. So in case you have a thought, of who can be cast, I was like, it should be someone who has a better, personality on screen as compared to Raj, like how Vishwak Sen had. So, who would be your choices? Do drop in your names in the comment section and let me know. And this would be another fun franchise, fun universe that would be created even on the Hindi section. Although it's a remake, well, it's going to stay anyway. So then, if you're liking this video, please smash that like button. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Press that bell icon. It'll help you know when I'm coming online. Share the video with your friends. We would want your friends or friends also to know about this channel and this lovely Digi family and come join us so we can grow together. So share it with your friends as well. Also, the list as usual is coming tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll keep that under wraps about which list is coming out tomorrow, but it's definitely should come out. Fingers crossed. And if you'd like to read my full review of Hit the Second Case, the link of which is in the description box below. Under the Telugu and Hindi playlist, you will find the comparative video of Hit the First Case, Hindi versus Telugu. Do check that out as well. Check out the video of Major, which is also a Telugu film, and you will again enjoy those videos that I've made earlier on in the channel. So then I will see you again very soon. Also follow me on social media. I keep forgetting social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd. All links are in the description box below. Come say hi on Instagram. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow positively with a list. And I'll keep that intact, which is keep guessing in the comment section which list is coming out first. But yeah, first video coming out tomorrow. So then until next time, thank you so much for your love and support, and wishing you again a very happy new year 2023.